Hello! So as you can see today I am in a slightly different setup. That is because I'm not going to be on camera very long, so I thought I'd just stand for this bit. So I recently started bullet journaling at the start of February, and it's something I've been wanting to get into for a while. So I've just been getting going with it, and I thought I'd show you where I'm at with it and how it's going. My bullet journal is not the prettiest and I'm not that neat doing it, but I still figured you might enjoy seeing it. And also I quite like seeing bullet journals which aren't perfect, because it made me realise that I didn't have to be perfect and fussy with it, and it can actually just be really helpful. This is my bullet journal. It's a standard bullet journal. I'm not going to try and say the name, it's a German brand. I will link it in the down bar. I went for the teal turquoisey colour because I just liked it. This is the one specifically for bullet journaling. So I'm gonna pop you looking downwards at my bullet journal and talk you through everything I've got that's going on. Like I've said, it's not the neatest, but does that really matter? I don't think it does. I enjoy using it and it's working out. So let's show you what's going on. So here is my bullet journal. I just use my sticker maker to make the Chloe in 2017 stickers. And just for a reference, the pens I have been using are these ones, and I'm enjoying using them so far. There we are. So it's 10 brilliant colours in the Trickless fine liner, the 0.3mm, and I'm getting on really well with those. I've got to say, my bullet journal is a lot more colourful than a lot of the others I've seen. Then my pens, that's my bullet journal. So, on to this. I'm going to just flip through the pages and show you what's on each page and explain, etc. Alright, okay, so you open it up and you've got your index page. I've got to admit, I'm really bad at filling this out, and all the pages are numbered at the bottom, so it's not like you need to number pages, you just need to write down what you've got on each pages. But I don't refer back to this much either, which I guess is a bit silly because it's kind of the point of a bullet journal that you've got an index you can refer back to, but I just don't find I use it that much. One day I will go back and fill it all out. So that's 4 pages you've got for your index. And then it's onto your future log. Now mine's quite messy because well, it is. It's just a little messy. But what I've got here is I've split it into each page into 3. It's really easy to do because the pages are dotted. I've put a mini calendar at the side of each page and each month, and then any big events that's happening. So I've got a wedding there, I've got some birthdays there. So that goes on for 4 pages all through the year. And then after that, I've got this page, which is books I've read. So I like to record any books I've read. I read quite a lot. So my system for this is I've got the month down the side. If I know the date which I finished it, I will also put in the date which I finished it there. The colours on this, I go by the colour of the book. I find that's quite a good way that I can visually picture the book. If I write in the colour of the cover of the book, or a colour on the cover of the book. And also in brackets on the side I've got an F if it's fiction. All so far they've all been fictional, but I'm trying to read more non-fiction, so if it's not fictional I'll put an NF. And then below I put a little star rating with some really poorly drawn stars which I colour in. And I love having this page so far. I find this really useful. I like to keep track of what I've read. The next page I've got is blank. I've not decided what I'm putting in there. And then there's another blank page there. These were kind of just 2 pages which I just saved because I felt there was something to go in them. As you can see, this is all quite unfinished. The next page I've got is my 2017 goals. I wrote them on my blog. I haven't copied them into my bullet journal yet, so that's another job which needs doing. Now after this I have a stats tracker for my blog and a blog post ideas page. On a stats tracker I've just got the month of each year, and then I've got blog loving followers, blog views, YouTube subscribers, Instagram followers and Twitter followers. And the last day of each month I just write down what they are to see how things are looking. I'm not too fussed on numbers anyway, and I know I'm not particularly big blogger or anything, but it's just nice to see if things are getting up and what people enjoy. On my blog post ideas, anytime an idea pops into my head, I'll just write it down, and if I write the post, or when I write the post, I just cross it off down the side, fairly self-explanatory. And then I've got the same for video ideas. This page here, as you can see, it went a bit wrong, so I've just covered over where it went wrong with lined paper and used some washi tape to stick it on. But this is my content planner, and I write my blog and my YouTube stuff on here. As you can see, I've not stuck any day schedule this month, but I do intend to do that in the future. And then at the top here, I have orange for the blog post, and I've got photograph, edit photograph, text, schedule, and for the videos I've got film, edit, thumbnail, information box, schedule, and then I've got a live thing, so when it goes live I put a big green cross, which makes me feel very good about life. There we are, so that's that, and along the side I've just got the days and the dates and the blog post. Now this isn't working out too well because, like I said, I messed it up and it was easier on the actual dotted paper which came in the bullet journal, but that's life. Next I just have this, which is kind of just a bit of a February title page. I just wrote February and did some little drawings. At the top here I've got some goals for the month. I'm not sticking to many of them, I'll be honest. I was supposed to go running regularly, I've got to be honest, not happened slightly. Track my spending, which I have been doing. Spend less time on my phone, I'm not really sure that's happened. Do some more painting, which I've been doing. Get a new job and do some work for New Day Knitwear, the knitwear brand I'm working with. At the bottom here I've got a to-do list for the month. So I've got apply for jobs, which is ongoing, so I haven't crossed it off. Update my CV, which I've done. Get into bullet journaling and discuss my New Day Knitwear work with Stacey, which I've been doing. The next page, let's turn it around. This next page here is a spending tracker because one of my goals for the month was to track my spending. So I've got the days along the top and things I spend money on down the side. So I've got food and drink, nights out, travel like buses and taxis, clothes, makeup, skincare, books, homeware, stationery and accessories. And I write down anything I spend each day on that. The spending tracker goes on to the next page. And it's exactly the same layout on both pages. Now next we have this, which I didn't really keep up, but I'll explain what it is. So this was my social media activity tracker, and I had a little key, so if I do something once it's red, twice orange, 3 times yellow, 4 times green, 5 times darker green. And then I was going to track what activity I did on Blog Love and Twitter and Instagram, so whether I commented on someone's blog post, loved somebody's blog post, replied to somebody's tweets, all that stuff. And I had a little sticky note here so I could keep notes of how many times I did it in a day. Really hard to keep up with. I did it one day and then stopped, so I do quite like tracking how active I am on social media, but I need to figure out a more efficient way to do so. So here's my other habit tracker, which I have been keeping up mostly, and all I simply do on this one is colour in the squares if I've done it that day. And down the side I'm tracking reading, writing in my diary, writing a poem, if I meditate, if I paint, if I exercise. Clearly exercising isn't happening, whoops. If I don't drink alcohol, if I see my friends, if I put my phone on airplane mode for a while, and if I don't spend any money. And I just colour in the squares. And also down here I have a mood tracker, and I just put where I think I was on the scale that day. As you can see, I've had some rubbish days recently, which is why this video wasn't up on Sunday. But the mood's heading back up, so that's good. And the next page is just a month calendar, so you can see how everything is planned out for the month. So I can just see everything, I could see a full plan of the month. And then it goes on to my days, and I've changed these a little bit each time. So this was the first week I did, and it wasn't a full week because February started on a Wednesday. So at the top I've just put a section for me to write my favourites and any notes I have. and then I use my sticker machine to write the dates on each page. On each day I colour code things. So general things I have in a navy blue, YouTube things I have in a red, blog things are in orange, and kind of social things are in a green, and anything for the New Day Knitwear, the brand I'm working with, are in a pink. And I follow the standard bullet journal procedure with dotting everything and then crossing once it's done, and then the side arrow to move it along, the circle for events. There's a little key in the front anyway, so you can look at that. And then the next week of February, it's exactly the same. And then there's the third week of February. As you can see, I decided that I don't need so much time on the weekends, so much space on the weekends, so I cut my weekend bit in two and changed the layout a bit, which I think is working better because I don't give myself long to-do lists on the weekends. And then we're to this week, and this is how this week is looking so far. It's pretty empty. I've only got the days and I've not actually scheduled in anything. I like how I drew this all out. I like how I put the days, and I like the colours, and I like how it says February at the top. I also started putting in what blog posts and videos will go live at the top these days. And that is it for now. So I will do an updated video of this at some point. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that was in my bullet journal. If you have any ideas for me or anything you do in your own bullet journal, please comment below and let me know, because that would be really cool to hear how other people do it. And if you liked the video, please like it. I would love it if you could subscribe, if you would like to, of course. And I will see you on Sunday.